Now, isn't that just the cutest sign you've ever seen? I was promised that this state park was the #1 place to see otters. But, from the looks of things, the otters are like on vacation or something, maybe? Because I don't see no otters. It's very early in the morning. And, yeah. Still pretty, nonetheless. Right? And I couldn't come to a beach and not actually go to the beach. So. I don't know what I'm smelling, but it smells delicious. I don't know if that's seaweed or what, but well, no sea otters. It was a bust. But that's alright. We're moving on to the next place, which is quite a bit different than where we are here. I was just walking. I walked down to the beach for that last shot, and on the way there and the way back, you'd see like little infant feet prints. Can you get still, please? Thank you. So rude. Anyway, you'd see little baby footprints in the sand, and around it would be everyone else who was on the beach that day. And I don't know, it got me thinking, you know? And those areas I was walking, there were otters there at one point or another. And, just because things aren't there now don't mean, tonight around dinner time, this isn't going to be, a completely different experience. So, yeah, Yoshi and I are both getting hot still, right now, or getting hot now, so we're going to move on to the next destination, which is quite a bit higher in elevation, so will be quite a bit cooler. Just kind of a weird day today. I don't know how to pin this mood, but it's just strange, We'll figure it out. On to coffee. I was driving by and I was getting all excited because I thought that was an otter spinning. Yeah, no, not at all. And just one more shot before we hit the road. It's getting busier here. It's 9 o'clock, so everyone's showing up. So that's usually our cue to leave, right?
No, si te escuchan cuando sales. ¿Cuando sales? Ajá. Te digo porque, ¿sabes? Estaba nevando y estaba subiendo ese montaña, corriendo hacia el lado del largo. Este me dice,
We made it. We have arrived in Sequoia National Park. Gotta say, the road to get here, one of the most dangerous roads I've ever driven. Oh, we're here. There's no way that you can understand how big this is. We're here. Road was so rough that I can smell my transmission. It's like overheating. So it's resting over there for a minute. Let's go walk this trail. Yeah, let's do it. Look at this root system here. Am I just insane? Like, you can see like the footprint where it once sat too. Here, let's get a little context. Because that 15 feet maybe at the top there, in the middle. Insane. There's about 7 maybe right there. It's crazy. Insane. All inspiring. Right. There's a trail down here that leads to the giants. I guess we'll go check it out. We have to be quick. It's about 60 degrees, so it's not terribly hot, but we have to be quick. But let's go. And here we find ourselves at the foot of another trail. No microphone, so I hope you can hear me okay. It's an amazing trail. Ain't spoiled today, it's nice and paved. And I'd expect more incline based on that road. I think I rose 1,000 feet in like less than 10 minutes. magnificent. Look at this here. It's amazing, isn't it? Looks like this is a loop. I can see the other part of the trail there. Not much bigger than like a high school track. Just slightly bigger. You can imagine that cedar smells amazing. By the way, earlier in this video I mentioned that I felt kind of strange and I didn't know why. Just touching on that a little bit for a second. I'm growing, and it's happening so rapidly that I don't really recognize like the things that are going on. Yeah. Look at this. Crazy. I love all the rock formations. Just like adds a little something extra to it, you know? Look at this one. It's crazy. Look, it's like the tree's grown so wide that it's like growing into the boulder, like consuming it almost. Look at that. It's amazing. It's really a shame that they don't let dogs on these trails. I understand why, and right, but it's just a shame. Like I said, it's about 62 degrees, I would kind of guesstimate. But some more rock formations. Yeah, anyone that knows what I'm talking about, like, rapid growth tends to be very uncomfortable. Look at this. If my videos like make you queasy, let me know. I'll slow down the gimbal speed and make it flow a little nicer. Look at this. This is crazy. Yeah, for reference again. Look at that. Is that 15 feet? 20? Let's go back up. It's insane, isn't it? I'm not sure how far this goes. I'm gonna go just a little further and we'll see. I don't want to leave my boy too long. He's cool. He's got air. He's got his own fan. He's pretty spoiled. But I think that's necessary when you have fur like he does, right? Us boys from the Great White North, like, we don't do well with heat. That's amazing right there. You see it? The drive up here sucked, but this is totally worth it, as we all knew it would be. Look here. Let me do this real quick. Let me set up my shot. Bear with me, folks. Bear with me. There we go. This is proof. It's proof. Things have existed for a very long time on Earth. Goes without saying, right? Sure, I want to see more than that. So what do you say? You want to see this mug? Or you want to see the trail? Sorry, doing parkour. It's got me a little winded. It's a lot of mass to be moving, you know. Let's go back to this. This is quite lovely. Yeah, we'll try to. I just got the dumbest idea. Someone's gonna walk up just as I do this too much. It's gonna be funny. Dang it, it's for the vlog. It's gonna be funny, I'm telling you. It's totally worth doing. You know, for the vlog. There's a lot of like little paths. I don't know if you're noticing or not, but kind of jet off. Surely this isn't a guy. This isn't the biggest one I've seen today. No hotel, you know. But I apologize if I'm walking too fast. Is it? It might be cheesy to say. Bear with me a second here, but I feel like anyone on this channel has the same thing in common with these sequoias. And that is growth. That's all we want, just growth. Answers. Peace of mind. Right? That's what it's all about, peace of mind. Contentment. Better than like glitzy, glamorous things and, you know, the material possessions. Peace of mind. Contentment. That's just priceless. I'm telling you, if this doesn't connect up here, which I'm 99% sure it will, I don't know. I wonder if I can jump trail. I won't break trail, but I'll jump trail. You saw my parkour. I mean, it's a bit rusty. A little on the heavier side, being the time of year, but yeah. I should still try nonetheless. Look at that boulder from here. It looks... Don't let the looks deceive you, okay? I'm just gonna say that. Right? I think it's quite amazing. There's of course I've always wanted to come here. So I've done a lot of like extensive digging, as I do with all things, right? And apparently there's a lot of places that are really hard to trek out to that have like even bigger trees. And it's hard to, not only is it hard to, but it's kind of frowned upon in the community to label the world's largest tree here because they change so often and they don't want to desecrate the land. So, you know, you say it's the world's largest, and of course that's what everybody wants to go see. So a lot of times they remain unknown. I mean, the people in the know, they know, you know, but yeah. Look at that. If you're ever going to see a predatory animal, it'd be there, huh? It just fits the scenery. You know, if the ambiance is on point, like, what's your expectation? I'll also notate that this is one of the stricter parks I've ever been to. I think the strictest. I was reading that they're not even allowed to have aerosol within the park. Of course, right now, they're not even close to operating fully. I did see, can't remember, one or two park rangers driving, but that's probably the most I've seen at any park this week. It's crazy to say this week. Like, I went up into like 5. But I think this is one of the more popular ones. Yeah. Of course, the state can operate as if it's its own country. It's got the revenue for it, so I don't know if that has anything to do with it or not. But just to notate in case you're nerdy and interested. Every time I do that, I'm like, pick up your damn feet. Okay. I'm get as close as I can for you so you can read. That's really cool. Look at those ones. Oh my gosh. Alright, I see the bathroom. There's this thing, if you watch Adam the Woo's channel, where he'll like put in little snippets of him opening bathroom doors. That's just kind of a thing between him and his friends. I almost did that earlier. It's almost like shot up, deep cut kind of thing, you know? Quite funny. You know, you always feel strange doing this stuff, and especially out in public. You're like, how could anyone ever do that and talk and people around, right? And you don't realize that over 90% of these bloggers are like, just like you, like introverted, not a fan of people. All right, this is probably the part where I should leave you. Oh gosh. Okay, yeah, bye. If you walk slow here, you start to feel more and more peaceful. So, it's the end of the loop. I hope you enjoyed it. And, yeah. Now we have 4 more hours, darling. See you then. Look. Tiny mountain. Look. Tiny waterfall. Ooh. I'm playing chicken on the road. I'm coming, Bubby. I'm coming. Now, to descend back down the mountain. Yuck. And for anyone wondering, Bubby, he was fine. He had his fan. He was good. You can smell how hot my car is. In case you were doubting me. It's crazy that people are going down there. Look at that.